slowly getting off that injury train. We're getting kids back, seems like every day, from what we had missing all summer. So as we get those guys back, I feel, and they get reps and they get actual days of practice in and get those under their belt where they feel comfortable and they feel like they're able to play without getting injured again. As that increases, I think our chances for being successful increase. So hopefully by Friday, we have more and more guys that, there's 2 or 3 of them that we've gotten back just in the last couple of days, that we're hoping to be able to make an impact Friday. Caden Rose being the biggest one. We lost him in June to a broken foot, and he just Friday, put on pads and was out there kind of running through some stuff. And so, Caden's last year was a 2-way starter and one of our best players, and
sure.
Was an impact player, no doubt about it. So having him back out there on the practice field just helps us as far as just confidence and all that. But how well will he move? How well will he handle the stress of a game? How well will he handle all those things and being going through contact again? That's gonna be on him how long it takes him to get back fully. And then we got J.C. Carter back just last Thursday or Friday. I think he started taking live reps. We played defense back, played safety. Missed all last year with a shoulder injury and surgery, and he's just finally getting released and finally being able to do some stuff. And again, that's a confidence thing. How confident does he play? I think it all depends on how much he practices, and with him being able to do that. And then Cam Anderson is another receiver that had a broken foot this summer, and he's coming back, and he's, I think, being cleared this week. So they start practicing, I think, this week. So we got D lineman Blake Tanner, same way with a knee. If he gets back, if not this week, maybe next week, we hope. And then he was a kid that probably would start for us at nose guard if he's able to. So, and then we got one of our starting safety from last year, Kurt Herring. He's coming off a shoulder. He popped his shoulder out in June and has missed it all the way up to now. And he's in practice, but he's not in pads. So, and he's also our kicker. And so, he's got a lot of guys that have just missed quite a few things. But defensive line wise, we got kids that not as many as I normally have as far as returning. It's got a lot of reps, but those 3 guys, Magnus and Tristan and Armando, have all played a bunch. And Wiz is a 2-year starter, going to be a 3-year starter now, and going to be I think an impact player. And at linebacker right now, Aiden Terry and the sophomore kid Ethan Haney are rotating at the Sam position. And of course, Aiden started for us last year there. The last 5-6 games, played a bunch there. We moved Darian Thomas. We moved him everywhere. He's kind of played everywhere, but he's another one's going to be a 3-year starter. He's a very good football player. We do a lot of things with him and Tristan Sims and Simon Sloan. Those 3 guys play those outside linebacker, quasi safety, whatever you want to call the guy we play in the middle. Those 3 guys kind of rotate those spots. And Tracy Daniels, our tailback, he plays some over there too, and he's a really good defensive player. But those 3 guys all played last year. All 3 of them started and played games, and so we feel like we got some depth there. And I like our back end guys. We returned Malachi Varnell, free safety, and Mekhi Foster's playing some safety for us too, just like he did the last 2 years. And then we have J.C. Carter now coming back from injury that didn't play last year, which he definitely would have played for us some last year. He'd have played in Friday nights, but so we have at least 3 guys back there we feel pretty confident in. And we moved Bo Mosley around. Bo's a corner/safety that played some last year as a sophomore. So, he has game experience, and he'll start and play at either the weak safety spot or a corner spot, or probably he'll end up playing both every game. He'll end up doing a lot of things for us. But then D.A. Reed plays corner, Caden Rose plays corner, Peyton Harrison plays corner. All 3 of those guys are all offensive guys. But, D.A.'s become a full-time defense guy. But Caden and Peyton both rotating over there at corner, and then Bo, who can also play corner. We have a lot of confidence in all 4 of those guys at that spot. So it's just a matter of getting the right pieces out there together and getting some depth, getting some young guys to step up and help us on that D line. It's going to take reps from the very first game. So we're waiting to see who those guys are. So they're a team. Morrilton's a team that Cody does a good job as far as he always does a good job getting those kids to play the underdog role, and I think he feeds into that. They do a really good job with the mentality of walking in and, hey, we're the underdog and nobody gives us a chance. We're a smaller school, and they play that up pretty good. And realistically, it's yeah, we're a bigger school, but the number of kids that we had to pull from that actually play football and we're probably about the same as they are as far as numbers. But I think they do a really good job of selling that. Of course, they try and make that a big rivalry for them, and being so close and all that. But they're very athletic this year. Their skill guys are really good, and it's all sophomores just about. I mean, they got a very young team that's very athletic. And their offensive line's always big, just like they always every year. Every year they're always bigger than we are. Every year, I don't know what goes on in Morrilton, but those kids are always bigger than Russellville kids, and they are way bigger this year. I mean, those kids are huge. Watching that Conway film, so they'll be way bigger than us. Don't know if they have as much experience as we do, but they got really good skilled kids that can move around, can run, can catch it. They got a good tailback. Their quarterback, to me, looks like he makes a lot of good throws that they didn't have a kid that could make those throws last year. But I think this kid can. Defensively, they're like they always are. They blitz everywhere. They blitz from everywhere. They twist and they move. And you got to figure out where they are. And if you can do that, you can have success against them. And if you don't, then you won't. It's a struggle early in the year, because your offensive line hasn't seen that much stuff yet, so playing them the first game of the year is a lot different than playing them the last game.
Sure.
If we played them the last game of the year, it'd probably be a whole lot different game every year, but playing them first gives them a huge advantage just from the standpoint of what they do defensively.